So, the cerebral cortex is the outer layer of the brain, and it is responsible for the most complex mental functions, such as thinking and planning. The frontal lobes are involved in personality, intelligence, and voluntary control muscles, and that is the green Play-Doh. The motor cortex controls voluntary movements, which is the pink line like right there. The parietal lobes are involved in higher cognitive functions such as planning, reasoning, and self-control, and they are the pink Play-Doh. The somatosensory cortex detects and interprets information on touch, temperature, pain, and pressure, and allows us to perceive the size, shape, and texture of an object via touch. And that's the purple Play-Doh thing, sparkly one. The occipital lobes process and respond to stimuli, and that is the teal Play-Doh. The temporal lobes are involved in hearing, language, processing, and memory, and those are the orange Play-Doh. Broca's area is responsible for the areas of the face used for speaking, which is labeled with the B, the yellow Play-Doh with B, and then the yellow Play-Doh with the W is the Wernicke's area, and that's used for understanding speech, and damaging this can lead to speech being meaningless and misunderstood.
The hypothalamus plays an important role in controlling many motivated behaviors like eating, drinking, and sexual activity. The thalamus, which is right underneath, receives almost all incoming sensory information, organizes it, and relays it to the cortex. The pituitary gland is a pea-sized gland just beneath the hypothalamus that controls growth and regulates other glands. It's referred to as the master gland. The oblongata influences aggression and fear. This is responsible for our flight or flight response. The pons plays a key role in sleeping and dreaming, also respiration and breathing rate. The medulla controls heartbeat and breathing. It begins where the spinal cord enters the skull. The corpus callosum are fibers that connect the two brain hemispheres and allow communication between the two. The hippocampus is involved in learned and the storage of long-term memories. It's not well developed until after the age of 3. The cerebellum coordinates voluntary movement. It extends from the rear of the brainstem. The reticular formation is responsible for the sleep-wake cycle or arousal. The brainstem is the oldest and central core of the brain. It begins where the spinal cord swells at the enter of the skull. It's responsible for autonomic survival functions.
Thank you.
You are the best!